So you, because you got the title of a leader, you're over other people, that does not make you a leader. That does not make you a leader. This is what I say to people when I challenge them on being a leader and they combat me and come back at me. You know, my response to that is, you know what? You probably don't need to be a leader. What you probably need to do is you probably need to go back in the pack, because you don't understand what it's like to lead from the front of the pack. Because a real leader can take criticism, can take advice, can take guidance. Look at the most successful people in the world. We're here in Charlotte, home of Michael Jordan, considered the greatest basketball player of all time. At the peak of his career, as he was coming up, starting to win them championships, he was seeing a life coach and a sports psychologist. He had them both ears. And he was the greatest ever. He was not opposed to people helping him and guiding him and teaching him. Right? So whenever I talk to people or try to help people or give advice and they're reluctant or resistant or think they know everything or got that attitude, I'm here, I know this, I got this position. You know, it's funny because I sit back, you know, I'm a pretty cool guy. I don't say a whole lot. I pay attention though. When I see those attitudes, it tells me one thing. This person cannot get out of their own way. They don't understand what it's like to be a true leader or what it takes to be a true leader. To lead from the front. Because to lead from the front, you have to be different. If you can't be different and you can't lead, then you need to go to the back. Because it takes someone to be different. You have to be willing to be different. You're taking on more responsibility. See, a lot of people say, I just want that promotion because they want that extra little pay. But with that extra pay comes more responsibility. And if you don't want the responsibility that comes with the pay, then don't take it. Go get a side job somewhere and get some extra money. Because you're going to have to make sacrifices to lead, to be a leader, or no one's going to respect you. If your people that are supposed to be following you don't respect you and you're not guiding it right, what the hell are you going to accomplish? You're going to make yourself look bad. You're going to put an end to furthering your career. Because the people above you are going to see that. They didn't make it to positions above you if they wasn't able to notice those things. So they notice if your team won't listen to you, if your team doesn't respect you, if you can't lead your team, if you can't guide your team, if you can't take advice, if you know everything, if you've got an answer for everything. They know that. They see it. They don't even have to call you out on it. And you might not even realize they know that about you. But they're taking notes of it, and the next time a promotion comes up, guess who won't get it? So if you want to further your career, if you want to be a real leader, if you want to guide other people and have them follow you, you must lead by example. Give you a couple quick scenarios. Fitness. Let's go to fitness real quick, because y'all know that I also own a fitness company. That's how I met Kelly. I am not the biggest guy in the world. I'm 6 foot, 210 pounds. I'm in really good shape. Have 7% body fat. But I'm not come walking in the door like this, like I was supposed to. But guess what? This is how I lead by example. I do everything you're supposed to do to be a fitness coach and to own a fitness company. I prep my meals, I eat healthy, I lead by example that way. I go out with my friends, I don't drink. When everyone else is drinking, I don't drink. I'm drinking water. When everyone else is ordering desserts, I don't eat desserts. I'm leading by example. When it comes to working out, I don't care how big or bad you think you are, you will not outwork me, period. I won't allow it. I will not allow you to outwork me. I don't care if I have to stand there 4 hours. I don't care if it breaks my arm. You will not outwork me. Period. That's how at 40 years old I'm in better shape than any person I know. because I won't settle and I will outwork anyone. I'm setting the tone as a leader. So when you come to me and you decide you want to get in shape, you look and say, well, damn, he's 40 years old, look at the shape he's in. He doesn't eat bad food. He doesn't train. He works out every day. He doesn't make excuses. His back's hurting, if he's tired, or if he's worked 40 days in a row, he still doesn't take a day off. And he encourages me every step of the way too. Don't beat people down, lift people up. If I said, you can't lift 100 pounds? What? You're a grown man. I'm belittling them. I'm making them feel bad about themselves and their manhood. But if I say to them, come on, you can do this. I know you can do this. Believe in yourself. I might put a little finger on there and give them an extra little push to get it up. Now they believe in themselves. So the next time they go down there to do it, they're going to push harder because they done did it before. They know they can do it. I helped them. I uplifted them. I inspired them. I told them they could do it. Now, we all know that there's a different case scenario. The negative Nancy that always comes in with a bad attitude and that you can't do nothing with. Those are the ones you have to take away from the pack and you have to talk to them. One-on-one. And you talk to them. You let them know their strengths. You let them know their weaknesses. You let them know where they're at and where they could go if they would stop the negative and follow the positive, but also where they could go if they continue with the negative and don't do the positive. And you be real with them. You look them in the eyes and you try to lead them and guide them. Being a leader starts at the top. Y'all heard my speech in there talking about the Patriots and stuff. The Patriots have been great because Bill Belichick. He is the greatest coach in the history of football. Say whatever you want about the Patriots and the players, I don't care. But the fact of the matter remains this, that before he came along, people thought Bill Parcells was great. But Bill Parcells never won anything as a head coach, except for the time that Bill Belichick was his defensive coordinator. He won 2 Super Bowls.
He won with the Giants too.
Yeah, and with Bill Belichick was his coach, that was his defensive coordinator. So that shows you that this man's greatness as a leader everywhere he's went. When he was the assistant head coach, he was winning championships, making this other man look great. When he split off on his own, this man stopped winning championships and he started winning championships. That's the definition of a leader. He's guided everywhere he went to championships. And one thing, because I just read a book about him that someone gave me for my birthday because they know I'm into leadership and into coaching and all that stuff. And one of the things that I really liked was that he has an open door policy with everyone. Well, it doesn't matter if you are the guy that cuts the grass, to his lead assistant, to the kicker, to someone up in a corner office that no one even thinks about. An open door policy to anyone, and he listens to what everyone has to say. And every day he reads books every day, and he studies other great people, other great teachers, other great leaders. He never stops learning. Even in his 60s, in his late 60s, still doing this. Still striving to improve and become better. Because we can always be better, we can always do more. I read in that book how he would learn every person. He would learn about every person on the staff that worked in the building, that worked at the offices, that worked at the stadium. And when he would hear someone was struggling, or he knew someone wasn't making money, he would take the guy that lined the field at the practice stadium that was barely making enough money to pay his bills, he would sneak and have them put money in their car to help them out. He found out this one particular person was about to become a father for the first time, found out how much they was making, and gave them a year's worth of his salary. Not his own salary, he gave the guy how much the guy made, his yearly salary, gave it to him, to Bill Belichick, that's nothing, like $50,000 or whatever, and gave it to him to set him up going forward to be a good father. I'm not saying that y'all have to do anything like that. I'm giving you scenarios of great leaderships and what it means to be a great every day when you come into work, your attitude is going to rub off on your employees. So if you come in with a negative attitude, what do you think is going to happen with your employees? The same thing. They see it on your face. They see it in your body language. They see it in the way you walk and talk. And when you think no one's looking, that's when they're looking. See, we all think that, oh, they're looking right now, I'm going to be this way. What we don't realize is it's the moments when you think they're not looking is when they're looking. And those are the moments you need to be careful of. Right? If you want to go out to your car and scream, go out to your car and scream. But when you step in here as a leader, you got to flip that switch. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you act, your body language, the way you present yourself, the way you deal with others. If you want a successful team, it starts at the top. I challenge everybody in this room, just like I challenge everybody in there. Ask yourself when you soul check yourself. I call soul check yourself when you look in the mirror and you look into your soul. I challenge everyone to soul check yourself and ask yourself, are you doing the best you can do as a leader? Or are you just doing enough? Because that's two totally different things. Anyone can do just enough to come by and get by with their job. But are you doing the best you can to be the best version of yourself and to be the best leader you can be? Because if you were to make those changes and you will rub off on the people that's under you, everything in the world we live in today now is recorded. Everything we do, videotapes to track records on the computer, everything we do. So if you change your style, if you upgrade the way you do things, you become the best version of yourself, and it starts to rub off, and it starts to make a difference, and you do better with your reports, and in your timing, and your team starts to do the same thing, and you start to pull ahead, guess what? Even if someone didn't physically see it, there's a track record of what's going on. Holy crap. Look at Tiffany's team. They were in 5th place before. They're way ahead of the pack. Over the last 4 months, they went from 5th to 1st by a wide margin. It's right there. Right? Who in this room wants to be the best leader in this room? So you know what I see when I see that? When I ask you that question, you know what I see? All y'all probably seeing someone raise their hand. But let me tell you what I saw. I saw a friendly competition just now. Because every one of you said you wanted to be the best leader in this room. That doesn't mean you can't like this person, you can't like this person, you can't get along with this person, you don't like that person, you can't go. It means that now a friendly competition has begun to who can become the best leader, to who can guide their team the best, to who can set the best example, to who can get the best numbers, to who can stand out, to who can get promoted first. And I don't mean that in a mean, disrespectful way. Do not do it in a mean, disrespectful way. I'm going to give you a quick analogy. When I came home 4.5 years ago, Eric Thomas, I set him out. He was my goal. Do any of y'all know who Eric Thomas is, the motivational speaker? Well, at the time I came home, he was just starting to really make a name for himself. He had made it inside the top 10 of motivational speakers in the world. He had a book come out, Built for Success, all kinds of good books and stuff. 2 months ago, he passed Tony Robbins as the #1 motivational speaker in the world. So, I have a friendly competition with him. I have no hard feelings towards him, and I wish him the best of luck in the world. But I am coming for his spot. And I'm going to tell you what, he has these sayings that he says that he's become famous for. And part of it is he says, don't tell me you're going to take my spot. Tell me how you're going to take my spot. So basically saying, don't talk the talk, walk the walk. And then he says, I haven't forgot where I came from. I still got that dog in me. I still remember when I was homeless and when I ate out of trash cans and then I was a high school dropout. He says all that stuff. Later on in life, his life changed like mine. He got a degree and all that stuff too and everything, and now he's no more motivational speaker in the world. So I said to him when I gave a speech about 2 years ago to a group of people, the name of my speech was, "Why can't you? Why can't I?" And I said at the time, he was the number 3 motivational speaker in the world. I said, he doesn't know this and he doesn't know me now, but we're in a friendly competition and I'm coming for his spot. I said, he has a saying, he says, "Don't tell me you're going to take my spot. Tell me how you're going to take my spot." And then he goes on to say that he was homeless and he ate trash cans and he still got that dog in. I said, when I see him, I'm going to look him in the eyes as a man and I'm going to tell him, this is how I'm going to take your spot. Not only were you homeless and I was homeless, not only was you a high school dropout and I was a high school dropout, not only did you eat at trash cans and I had trash cans, but I up you. I was shot. I was stabbed. I was molested. I was beaten. I was passed through 13 homes. I went to prison and I overcame it all. And now I lead and guide other people. And now I'm taking your spot. But not in a disrespectful way, in a friendly way. Because I'm challenging myself to see how great I can become. You can't stop me from being great. I'm the only person that can stop me from being great. And I'll never stop me from being great. That's why I went back and got the education and studied and learned and opened this company and did this. And that's why now I go and coach people and I teach people and I show people how it's done and how you can overcome anything. The biggest obstacle in the world is our mind, our own mind. We are scared. We have this fear. We have this fear that people are not going to like us. We have this fear that we are going to fail. We have this fear that we're not good enough. But fear is fake. Fear is not real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. See, when it's time for a big promotion, something big to go on, am I good enough? Can I do this? I don't know. That's fake. That's fear. That's you creating that in your own mind. Is the boogeyman in the closet? There's no boogeyman in the closet. And yes, you can do it. You have to overcome that fear and push that fake fear to the side that is not real and believe in yourself and what you're capable of and your own greatness. And if you can do that and get out of your own way and realize your own potential and that you can do anything and the only person that can ever stop you is you, the sky is the limit. You can accomplish anything. I challenge everybody in this room to follow through on that challenge. When I said, who wants to be the best leader in this room, every one of you raised your hand. That means every one of you want to be the best leader in this room. So now we have a friendly competition, just like me and Eric Thomas. So now we have a race to see who can do the best, who can lead their team, who can guide their team, who can dress the best, who can carry themselves the best, who can talk to their team the best. Who has the best attitude? Who is willing to study and put in the work the most? Who wants to get promoted? Who wants to be the best for real? The friendly competition has started, and I challenge every one of you to follow through with it. Good luck with that. Thank you once again for hearing me. I hope every one of y'all do great. Good luck to whoever is the winner of the competition. But in all seriousness, I wish all of y'all the best. Thank you for having me come out today. I'm glad I got a chance to meet every one of you. If any of you guys are ever interested in my help in any type of way, whether it's life coaching, mentoring, physical fitness, whatever, y'all have my websites, my information you can get in touch with. One thing that I like to say, and I mean this in all seriousness, is that, we live in a world now where all these packages are sold to us all the time. You want to be a great speaker, you want to be a great leader, you want to be this, you want to buy this package and stuff. Like every time I go on social media, whatever, I see all that stuff and everything. So when you go to my life coaching section on my website, one thing I talk about in my video is this right here, is that I didn't make that video standing in front of some Lamborghinis. I could have. I didn't do it at a pool party with a bunch of girls or something. I could have. Didn't do it like looking all fancy with some money around and stuff. I could have. I stood and I looked in the camera and I said, I'm a real man that has overcome so much and turned my life around. And to date, I've helped over 400 clients do the same. If you click on there and you look at the testimonials of some of the people and the positions that they're in and the way I help change their life, I'm not just talking about 9 to 5 people. I'm talking about corporate executives. I'm talking about professional athletes of the highest standard and what I've helped them do with their lives. You know, if any of y'all are ever interested in anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. My prices are nowhere near that crazy stuff that they try to sell you. I'm a real man that believes in helping real people. It's why last week I went and spoke in front of 350 people for free, because it was from a low income area and they needed help, and I went and did it for free. So if you ever think, man, I need some help, that was a cool guy, I would like for him to come and help me, but I don't think I can afford him. Don't shortchange yourself. Reach out. You'll be surprised of what I might be willing to do for you. And even if that's not the case, I have an open door policy as a man. If any of y'all ever have a question, or you're having a bad day or feeling down, and you want to text someone or call someone that might be able to lift you up, give me a call or text me, and I'll respond. I give you my word on that.